We know Mickelson and Dustin Johnson are a part of the LIV Tour as of this week. Bryson DeChambeau, Louis Oosthuizen. They have 19 players currently of the top 100 players in the world who have joined. There will be 48 players total per tournament based on the details of year number 1 of this, which launches next Thursday. The key detail is the PGA right now on their calendar, they have 46 events, and the LIV Tour has 8. Now, the money's worth it to go, but the rest of the lifeblood of the tour and all the tournaments and the TV contracts, every weekend you can turn on the television and the PGA will be available to you. The structure of everything moving forward is fascinating, though, because of what Mickelson has complained about and how other players may respond moving forward based on money payouts if they're offered to join. I mean, it gets to a point where if you're trying to keep it at 48, you're very selective on who can get in and who can't. So when do you choose to join? When do you sign up? And what are you making to initially jump into the LIV Tour? That's the other key. They're paying money up front, apparently, to guys like DJ and Mickelson and others, DeChambeau. But the average 88th player in the world, he's not getting the $150 million to participate. So he has the PGA Tour, which is still vibrant and still factors into all of the majors.
Yeah, I wonder how much less vibrant it becomes if that 88th player on tour is one of the main draws eventually.
But so if you
now by numbers, right? The PGA Tour is going to be okay if they keep it at the 48 and they go with this structure and they don't have a lot of tournaments. You could keep both schedules. It's a great time to be a pro golfer.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you've got competition now, right? It's not just go to the PGA Tour and excel and make money. It's, I could go to this tour or this tour. I can pick and choose tournaments, which they were doing already anyways, the top guys. But now you can really get into that and make a lot more money to participate in this LIV Tour. So it's great for the pro golfers out there. I'm trying to see this through the lens of the PGA Tour and how to remain. They're still far and away. I mean, we haven't had one tournament yet. They're the most relevant of the professional golf leagues. So how do you maintain that and make sure there's not an even more serious threat from this LIV Tour?
Well, but keep in mind, though, of the 46 events, that's how, if you have aspirations as a professional golfer to win a major, to qualify, to have points to then participate in the PGA Championship or qualify for the Masters or whatever it might be. There are so many tournaments that allow you to win and automatically qualify that's still the route to go unless you're getting the guaranteed money up front and you're one of the 48 that's competing for the $30 million purse or whatever it ends up being. So there's still a ton of reason to be a part of the PGA unless you're the global brands of some of these guys who are willing to forego multi-million-dollar big-time advertising campaigns to wear a logo on their sleeve and opt for teeing off in London and then 5 other courses around the United States, 1 in Jeddah, and then there's one other one that I'm forgetting at Bangkok. And then that's your annual deal other than the majors, as long as the majors allow them to continue to play. And we know the U.S. Open allows that. Point being, if you still want to compete at the highest level, it's still the PGA.
So let's go with, I agree. Let's go with the fine idea. They said we could either ban them or fine them.
What do you fine these guys?
Well, I mean, let's say it's a $1 million payback to get back into the tour. Like, isn't that an easy decision just to pay it from a financial standpoint?
Yeah.
With how much these guys are making to go play in the LIV Tour? So then at least you do save some face if you're the PGA Tour. Like, what if the PGA Tour just said, I'm trying to problem solve for them because they've talked themselves into a corner I think they want to get out of deep down. Because they don't want these guys to not play on tour ever again. They want them in their tournaments. I don't think there's any doubt.
What's weird, though, is they've already denied them when all of these players asked for permission to join. They've already denied them. So do you randomly open it back up and say, you know what? You can all go. Welcome back.
It's not even you can all go. It's, look, we said in the beginning that there's going to be consequences. Either you'll be denied admission into the tour or tournaments, or you'll be fined. So what if they came back and said, all right, Patrick Reed, Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Phil Mickelson, everyone, $1 million fine, one time. You pay the PGA the $1 million fine. Half of that money will go to a nonprofit fighting human rights violations in the Middle East. Or whatever you deem necessary. Do you save all face right there if you're the PGA Tour? You get everything. You get to appease woke people all over the planet by doing that, and you get all your players back?
They will not be appeased.
So the only way they're going to be but
they're only appeased because they canceled them. Let's be honest.
I guess, yeah. That's sad, but I'm thinking PGA business-wise, right?
Oh, no. I'm
trying to see how you don't look like a coward because you go back on your word and you just allow them to come back with no penalty. But there's no doubt they want these guys back. And if Dustin Johnson decides to play in the Memorial or whatever, whatever it's going to be named now that RBC is going to be out for whatever their Canadian Open is going to be, you want those guys in your tournament. So how do you get them back in the tournament while also punishing them in some way? Publicly spanking them, give them a little pat, give them a little swat on the rear end, and bring them back into the fold and look like you're doing what's necessary for world peace.
So let me just flip the.
I'm playing the role of PR firm right now.
So let me.
All right, here's how we save face, and everyone gets what they want because these guys also want to get back in the PGA Tour. They want to double dip.